Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 27th of December. It also has a 90% chance of raining tonight and today. Just came out of McDonald's, one of the trusted places where you can just go in to relieve yourself. More places should be like that. Let's just check. Yep, spawn point is all present and correct. Only certain people will get what I mean, and if you're watching, please comment below. But anyway, let's do it. Southern District winter outing to Hampshire. It's definitely colder because my breath is misting. The 405 actually went pretty quickly. The Brighton Road wasn't that congested today. But before I get into the main bulk of the video, I just wanted to mention how yesterday in the Boxing Day special I got a comment from one of my regular viewers who was like, "Wow, you make a really good history teacher." And you know, that just made me smile a bit, because people watching from school will know that I didn't pick history, but that's only because it depends on what's being taught. Like, the stuff that gets taught in GCSE history is so repetitive, because you learn about Nazi Germany like 3 times, you learn about Elizabethan England, you learn about medicine, and that's not really what I'm interested in. I like the history of geography, in other words. Yesterday in the Boxing Day special, I knew about it. I knew what it was. I knew the history of Bishopsgate, so there was no researching of facts. And so, it just disproves the theory that just because I picked geography doesn't mean I hate history. I don't. I really like history. It just depends on the history that's getting taught. But anyway, I'm at the station now, here to meet my friend Matt. Next video you'll see will probably be me at the first tower, which is Grayshott. So this is Grayshott. Very loud. 1930s Whitechapel. Gorgeous. I'm coming back here in January for a court appeal on a little day, so I'm looking forward to these. Cool changes. You like it? She seems like she's enjoying herself. This is why I always come out and have a peep outside, because unless there's a window you don't get to see any of this. You know, just people coming up and having a listen. for a wander inside, shall we? Oh wow, just in time for Queen's, look at that! Oh, something's going a bit wrong. Oh, keyboard. So that's the tower climb. There's one ladder up there, then a ladder up there. So that's the floor of the ringing chamber just there. The 3 and 5 definitely shout from this side, so they're definitely hung on the right hand side when looking in this direction. And then you go here when they just echoing around. I really like that effect. Gorgeous bells. Right, let's move on. And this is BRAMSHOTT. Quite an oddity in that it's in fact a chancel ring. So instead of ringing it in the tower on the western side of the church, as is tradition, you ring from the chancel, and it looks like this. Well, there's a nice clock up there. And the way in is around here. So let's see what they're like. And here we have BRAMSHOTT. Really old 6. We've got 1784 Thomas Janeway, the same founder that cast Battersea. And we've also got a 1893 Taylor bell or something like that to make it a 6. You can see the one clock face on the corner this side. That's definitely a new installation. Grancer doubles, touch. One thing you can also notice, this tower actually has a straight weather vane, because where we were before at Grayshott, the one there was a little bit wonky. Probably due to strong winds of some kind. It knocks over the weather vane just a little bit. But like I said earlier, these are actually rung from the chancel crossing. So they're rung just the other side of this corner here. Just the other side of this. And they're hung, I'd say they're hung probably around this level, sort of like up there. They're not quite at the level of the louvers, but they do shout, so they're definitely, they're not far underneath them. Got a really old plaque here. Near this place lies Wintle, who died July 19th, 1834, aged 70 years. Oh, that's a weird indent there. Do you see that indent? A bit weird. Coming round now. Single. Yep. There's a 120 of grandson. And they're very quiet on this side. Anyway, that's BRAMSHOTT. And staff. So again, like Grayshott, these are loud. And this is MILLAND. These are, I quote, Francesco's babies. You can see they've got old clock faces over there. Well, it was only a matter of time before future Fraser's going to have to translate what current Fraser is saying because of how loud the bells are. At this point, I mention about the old clock faces that you can see on the corners of the tower. You might be able to see through the big tree there. And then I mention about how the church is on its own. It's almost like a private one, next to a mansion, because the village of MILLAND is miles away from the church. Bob doubles, touch. And at this point, I'm speaking about how the birdhouses, again, I'm not quite sure of the word for that, those bird huts on the trees, and the forestry make this quite a biodiversity dense area, and I just thought that was quite nice for a church like this. So, enjoy the show. This is a very neat, sort of nature dense area. There's practically a forest here. The most green I've seen all day compared to Liss, where we're going next. Liss is in the middle of a town, it's residential, nothing like this. This is great. excellent. And these here, these are 1886 Taylors. All of them. 1100 weight F sharp, brilliant 6. Definitely better sounding than BRAMSHOTT where we were earlier. And you'll notice how fairly dinky the tower is, and because of that the draft is relatively long, because there's no intermediate chamber until you get to like here. So from the floor there to about there, it's all hollow. There's no intermediate chamber. But anyway, welcome to MILLAND. Oh yes, and before we head off to this, here's a video of the delightful tower captain's dogs, who had a little bit of a play with each other while we were reading. And here we are at this, where I actually did running the ringing, because I've rung here before, so I had the experience from the bells of the tower. You can see me in a bit putting people on particular bells to ring down, so there's no outside footage in this case, but we have some inside footage of these glorious bells of the back 6 being rung down. Right, yeah. Ian? 7? Stars there. Lots of stars. One of these to ring out? Yes. Yes. You don't want anyone to do the rest of them? Yes. Let's move to the inverse. Yeah. Always Ian. Always Ian. Oh. So this is downwards on the back 6. Okay then. Everyone ready? Marking step face. Look 2. Let's go. Go. Catching Queens. One, two, three, misses one, catch. Thank you everyone.
That's alright, no problem.
What's the start? That's been a nice reference. This was out on that superb day. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Oh, brilliant, thank you very much.
You're welcome. That's all right. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. We made it away.
There's something like that, but like the
So that was ringing down on the back six, and there'll be voiceover. Yep, that was Liz. Right guys, we've made it to Mears again. This time I'm at the station. My train is at 17:23. So literally fast train just there. So this is the bit of the Brighton Main Line between Purley and Earlswood where the slow lines are separate from the fast lines. So I'm actually able to get the train back because the trains started leaving London at midday. So they've been going back and forth, and now they should be a normal service. 700 there. So I will be able to get back, and my train arrives at East Croydon at 5:36, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed this New Year special. I certainly enjoyed making it. Oh, we've got the stopping service here. Yeah, it is a bit wet, so I'm standing in the shelter. But yeah, that was a great New Year's special to make. I hope all of you enjoyed it. We got footage at... where did we go today? I've forgotten. Grayshott, BRAMSHOTT, MILLAND and Liss. I ended up running the ringing at Liss, as you saw in the last bit of footage of us ringing down the back six. I was running the ringing there because I had actually rung there before, unlike some of the others, so I had the experience of what the bells are like, so I ran that tower. And it was very fun. The pub was very good. I had a full English, one of the best I've ever had. You know, that's at the level of Wetherspoons, so literally amazing. But anyway guys, it's time for me to go home, and I will see you for another upload. Who knows when. See you guys. Ta-ra.